Today is day one of something I've never done publicly like this before. Not because I don't know what to do, but because I'm tired of starting over quietly. If you've ever been consistent for maybe a week, a month, or even longer, and suddenly fell off, this video is for you. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Reni, and well, I'm back and better. So I'm excited for this new journey. I'm going to talk to you guys about some of the things that I'm doing in 2026 that will help me become my best version of myself. Your girl's about to be 30 this year, and wow, auntie. I'm excited for this auntie era though. I feel like this is the time that I can finally step into who I always was meant to be, who I always saw myself being, and just stepping into it full force, boldly, unapologetically. And I'm just so excited to see all that God has in store for you guys, has in store for me through you, all the things. So I am gonna get right into it because we're gonna talk about all the things we're doing for 2026 that's gonna help us get into our glow up era, our glow girl, glow boy, just improving ourselves and being our very best for 2026. Let's get into it. So I've realized something about myself over the course of the few years. I realized that I don't struggle with knowledge and I don't struggle with passion. I struggle with the follow through. The thing is, I know how to eat better, I know how to work out, I'm aware of how to do content creation, everything, you name it, right? But knowing and doing consistently are two very different things. And so we're gonna get into that today. So instead of waiting for motivation to magically appear, I decided to build discipline publicly. Scary, I know. So introducing the 75 Glow. So this is not 75 hard, this is 75 Glow. And the difference matters. This challenge is about faith over feelings, strength and cardio without punishment, eating with intention, not restriction, creating content daily, even when it's messy, tracking progress so I can't lie to myself, and becoming someone who does exactly what she says she'll do. Every single day for 75 days, I have non-negotiables. And if I miss a day, I start all over again. Not because I hate myself, but because honesty builds trust. And I want to be able to trust myself that when I say I'm gonna do something, not only do I know I'm capable of doing it, but I actually will do it. So here's what I'm committing to daily. I will always start my day with God in His presence. Whether I am reading my Bible, I'm praying, I'm singing worship songs, I'm spending the first 10 to 20 minutes with God and in His presence. Then I will have 45 minutes daily of movement time. Whether I am working out at the gym or working out at home, whether I choose to split it between 20 minutes and 25-minute intervals, whatever that means or looks like for me, 45 total minutes of working out and movement time. So my focus is really on strength and cardio, so I'm gonna make sure that I am active. I'll also make sure that I'm working on my core because I really want to have those killer abs. So that's what we'll be doing. I'm also going to make sure that I'm eating with structure. That means I'm going to have more protein-based meals and I'll have less snacks. So I'll make sure that even the snacks that I do have are healthier, like cheeses and nuts and veggies and things like that. Just being intentional with the things that I'm snacking on. I really want to get to the point where I'm cutting out sweets for good, but we're working up to that. Another non-negotiable is daily content creation. Yes, I said it, daily content creation. I know a lot of people that may know me and see my content. You're under the impression that I create content every single day. And although that's true for a lot of the brands that I work with, it's not necessarily true when it comes to my brand. So for my brand, I want to make sure that I'm creating content every single day. And the beauty in it is that I'm doing this challenge, so endless content, why not? So when I say daily content creation, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm posting every single piece of content that I create every single day, but it does mean that I'm being intentional with either taking a picture, either recording video, editing videos, things like that. It's literally what I do besides my day job, so I need to be intentional and do it. But in that same vein, similar to the 75 hard, I'm going to make sure that I am taking a progress photo or video. So that means that when I'm spending daily time in the Word, I'm going to take a picture of me reading the Bible or a scripture that stood out to me or a worship song that I'm really enjoying, something along those lines. I might even share a prayer with you guys to encourage you to keep going. right? As I go to the gym, I'll take a picture. Everything that I'm doing, I can take a picture, I can take a video, but there will be consistent progress that I'm taking note of. And it's going to also help me keep track and see, yes, not only did I achieve that goal, but I have proof to show it. I also plan to consume 80 to 100 ounces of water daily. So that means I should have about, I'll say 5 bottles of water. So 5 to 6 bottles of water daily is going to help me reach that goal, which reminds me, I'm thirsty right now. So I have this really cute cup that one of my students gave me, and oh my gosh, it has these cute engraved bows on it. It's so cute. There isn't really anything in there, you know that. But I'm gonna do a mixture of my coconut water. Listen, don't knock it till you try it. This is hydration to the core, so good. So you're just gonna take your coconut water and you're gonna pour it over, and you're gonna coat the ice with it, just like that. That's enough. Once it's coating the ice, for the most part, because I don't know, something about the coconut water, it doesn't hit as well as the coconut water back home, but we gotta take what we can get. And I think it's the closest, but it's not exactly that. And then I'm just gonna grab some regular water. I'm gonna add to it. Coconut water is hydrating on its own, and so they're both working together to hydrate me. You don't need to do it this way. You could just drink one or the other, but I like to do it this way. And the coconut water is still overpowering anyways. But yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I'm drinking all the water that I need to be drinking. Oh, my hands are ashy, guys. Hold up. Ashy hands is crazy. Wow. You wanna know what's also crazy? Y'all didn't tell me nothing. Just let me sit out here with ashy hands. That's wild. Nivea never fails me. This is not even promo. It just does what I need it to do. I don't know what I just did, but at least my hand's not ashy anymore. You see it? It's good. We're good. Oh, apparently I'm supposed to be left-handed. Sorry. Anyways, as I was saying, yes, I aim to drink 80 to 100 ounces of water daily, 5 to 6 bottles of water. Totally doable as long as I'm consistent. Obviously, that means I'm consistently gonna be in the bathroom, but at least my body will be flushed out, it'll be cleansed, I'll be more energized, I'll be more alert. So if you always need to go to the bathroom, obviously you're gonna be alert. You're not gonna be asleep. It's just not. Your body's gonna tell you, girl, get up, go use the bathroom. So anyways, it's gonna help with me like feeling sluggish, and it's also gonna give me the hydration and energy that I need in order to do my 45-minute daily movement sessions. Again, movement can literally be me just walking. It could be me jogging. It could be me doing a YouTube video workout. It could be anything. So the sky's the limit. Let's do it. And then I also want to do 10 to 20 minutes of personal growth. So I have quite a few goals that I'm working on this year, and whether it's budgeting, whether it's being intentional with cooking meals at home, whether it's taking care of my health and just making sure I do all the appointments I need to do, or just improving on my knowledge of more things, whether it's content creation, knitting. I have a hobby that I'm doing. I've been crocheting a few things, which I'm going to show you guys soon. So I'm going to be intentional with spending 10 to 20 minutes, which I think is doable, in like reading an actual book. So whether it's a book on any of the things that I'm interested in, or listening to the audiobook version of it, or even being intentional with looking at informational videos, not Netflix and all the things, but I want to be intentional with expanding my knowledge on things. So when I come before you guys and I'm sharing tips and tricks and things that I know, I want to come off smart, obviously, but I want to know what I'm talking about. I don't want to just come to you guys and talk, right? So that's one of the things that I'm also going to be working on. And this list of goals and things that I'm going to be working on are not to impress anybody, honestly. They're for me to track reality. I know that, let me put it this way, I know I have a problem with being consistent, and it is something that eats me up. And to the point that it's so much harder to come back and do it because I'm beating myself up about failing, right? And honestly, you can't fail if you don't start. So if you start and you mess up, then not continuing or not starting back over actually doesn't help you in the process. So I know this information, but it's just getting everything to work together and be like, all right, let's push through. Motivation or not, let's just do it. So anyways, This is not a therapy session. So let's go on. Honestly, this isn't even about aesthetics. I don't care what this looks like aesthetically as long as I am being consistent. So I might come here and just talk to you guys about something that I've learned. I might just talk to you guys about revelation knowledge. I might just sit in front of the camera and just crochet. Whatever it is that I feel led to do, but just know I will be intentionally showing up. Deal with it. That's all I can say. Deal with it. Honestly, I'm doing this because I want peace. I want the kind of peace in knowing that I didn't quit on myself today. The peace in knowing that I put my best self forward and I did every single thing that God has placed for me to do on this earth, and I'm trusting Him to do His part. I want that peace that comes from obedience, not from the outcomes, not from all the expectations that I have, but just knowing that God told me to do X, so I'm doing X and I'm not worried about Y or Z. I want that kind of peace that doesn't depend on motivation. It doesn't depend on what the situation may look like, but it's just knowing that I said I will do this, I'm doing it, and I'm showing up consistently day after day. So this challenge would actually start on Monday, January 26th, 2026. So 1/26/26. And it will end, God willing, by April 10th of 2026, which actually allows me enough time to restart the challenge if I wanted to, just in time for the summer. So we're gonna start right here. We're going to go all the way through for those 75 days up until April 10th, and we'll do check-ins daily, whether it's on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever, and we'll be able to see where we are and track our progress that way. So excited for that. And honestly, I want to look back 75 days from now and recognize myself again. The girl that I knew I always was and I always could be. Stronger, more disciplined, more confident, and even more rooted in my faith. If you're watching this and thinking, I need structure, not another reset, or I'm tired of being inconsistent, but I don't want extremes, you're invited to do this with me. I'll be documenting everything, the good days, the bad days, the boring days, the hard days, whatever. No more highlight only versions. So today is day 1, and I want you guys to join me. Not because I feel ready, but honestly because I've decided, and that's what I'm gonna do. If you're joining me, comment GLOW below. That rhymes. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you'd like to follow along and join me in this journey. Let's begin. I'll see you guys later. Be blessed, spread love, and stay beautiful inside and out. Bye, guys. We're not chasing motivation, we're building discipline. Let's begin.